And now, NBC26 Sports with Kelly Price.
In 2014, it was RELAX. In 2016, it was Run the Table. In 2018, it's one galvanizing moment that doesn't seem like it's coming. Welcome to the Sunday Sports Rewind. I'm your host, Kelly Price. A lot to sift through tonight as the Packers stand now at 4-6-1. Had Mason Crosby made all of his kicks today instead of just one, the Packers would have had 13 more points, which would have been enough to overcome this deficit and possibly win this game. The Packers' all-time leading scorer said after the game he has never had a worse day of football at any level. In our area, 24 baseball games were canceled or postponed today, so this is the closest thing you're going to see to a first pitch. Second quarter, oh, what fun it is to watch Giannis play a game. One-handed finish on this one. He jingles all the way to 13 first-half points as the Bucks led it at the break, 48-46. But Nick's still trying to play Grinch in the third. Kevin Knox dashing through the paint. He had a team-high 21. His jumper puts them within 4, 54-50. But ultimately, New York just kept being run over by these reindeer. Giannis here blocks the layup, gifts it to George Hill, wraps it up real nice. Lead is now 13. One final bow on the present under the tree for Bucks fans. The Freak prancing through the lane. We must have all really been nice this year because Giannis gifted us with 30 points, and Santa even got a dunk in there as the Bucks slay all the way to a 109-95 victory. For a guy that was signed on a minor league deal this offseason, he's been playing a huge role in this postseason run. He had 5.2 innings pitched today and allowed just 2 hits, as many as he hit. If you've been keeping up with the storylines coming out of training camp, you've probably noticed that Aaron Rodgers is taking a couple more reps than he typically does at this time of year. It's part of a new approach by Mike McCarthy and his new coaching staff to get better looks on offense and on defense. But it's presented a unique challenge for Rodgers. Offense still doesn't seem to be firing on all cylinders. I mean, Aaron Jones obviously was a big part of today's game. Devontae Adams got a little bit involved, but the offense just still doesn't seem to be clicking. What's going on there? It's very cold here tonight, and Marquez Valdez-Scantling, who's a Tampa native like myself, said it's actually a lot harder to catch the ball in these frigid temperatures. And as you can tell from those interviews, it was very somber in the clubhouse after today's loss, but the Brewers do have a chance to make some noise in the NL Central the rest of this week.
Oh, nice throw, Kelly.
Even Aaron Rodgers making the face that everybody in attendance at Lambeau Field was probably making for the duration of this game. After 13 seasons, a Super Bowl ring, 8 straight playoff runs, and only 2 losing seasons since he took the helm in 2006, Mike McCarthy is out as the Green Bay Packers head coach. As you saw, Mark Murphy made the announcement just hours after the Packers' embarrassing loss to the Cardinals at Lambeau tonight. And he said it also was his mom's birthday today, so as he caught that pass, he tried to stay in bounds. He actually thought of her, I need to stay in bounds and make sure I get this pick 6 for my mom. So it's a pretty cool moment for the Iowa product and a big statement for the rookie corner. Bears are rolling out a new offense tonight, as well as the Packers rolling out a new defense. What do you expect to see with that matchup? Well, today's loss can be filed under both the bad and the ugly for the Brewers, as Ulysses Chassin suffered his 2nd consecutive loss, giving up 9 hits, 8 runs, and walking 5, all season highs for Chassin. It only seems fitting that on this Veterans Day, Aaron Jones had the career day that Packers fans had been pining for. Both of his parents are retired sergeant majors in the Army, and his brother is currently in the Air Force. He had 10 loved ones in attendance tonight at Lambeau to see his career day of 2 touchdowns and 15 carries for 145 yards. And if I'm not mistaken, don't the winners of the Peach Bowl get to call themselves national champions? I heard somebody did that last year. That being said, not sure if Packer fans are excited to see Jim Harbaugh's name linked to the Packers head coaching search. The Packers defense went on to take advantage of a mightily struggling Atlanta offense, with Bashaud Breeland recording the first pick for the Packers since week 10 against Miami, coincidentally the last time they got a win. You're exactly right, Chris. Different names keep being the headliners for this Brewers team. From Jeremy Jeffress, who came out of the bullpen to throw his 23rd consecutive scoreless inning, to Domingo Santana, who batted in that go-ahead run. The Packers were down by as many as 20 points in this game. It was by no means a pretty start for Mike Pettine's defense. Mitch Trubisky ran all over them in the first half, but with time winding down, Nick Perry gets the strip sack, essentially icing the game, and this defense remained calm and collected when their quarterback went down. And from there, well, Tom Brady gonna Tom Brady. He picked apart the Packers' inexperienced defense. Here, it's 55 yards to Josh Gordon for more points. Packers unable to overcome some key injuries and fumbles. They dropped their second straight game to stay winless on the road, 31-17. The Packers are out of the playoff mix for the first time in back-to-back seasons since 1999 and 2000. Talking to Tremont Williams in the locker room, he said the players were aware of all the weird scenarios and people who had to help them to get into the playoffs, but he asked me, I guess all those chances are gone now, huh? I told him they were, and he just laughed. I guess that's all you can do at this point in the season. Keeping you connected from Soldier Field, Kelly Price, NBC26.